Hello everyone, I am Gabriele and welcome to my channel. This is the new build for stress testers, and then the build will go to quality assurance or vice versa. I didn't understand that part very well, but doesn't matter for me. I'm just playing and trying to find bugs. Now, I am actually... Hello Tenontosaurus, will you kill me or not? So a lot of things around. I found a few interesting things like grazing. You graze, I'm grazing here, and I have my camera locked. Now this is pretty good if you're playing in groups, and it can be pretty good if you are charging at your opponent, if you are doing a surprise attack on your opponent. They are grazing, they have their camera locked. But what if you graze and you walk? Your free look camera won't look around. I mean, a free look camera won't be, by pressing Alt button, you won't have a free look camera anymore. So you cannot go straight, so to say, but you will eventually follow the direction of your cursor, so to say. Now, I was just testing how slow it is to grow Dryosaurus, so to say, with just one nutrient, with the 3 dots nutrients. Now I am on a bad diet. Now this status report here, all things here are, I don't think they are actually relevant. I mean, growth rate increased, this is not true, and perfect diet deteriorating, it is not true. I started with a good diet, just a good diet, and with only the 3 dots nutrients, only that. I have kept my Dryosaurus alive just by grazing, nothing else, and I have noticed that the status report is correct-ish, kinda, for what is written down here, I guess, because if you have played a bit already in this stress test server, those of you who can, you might have noticed that when you spawn, you have just one nutrient, and you start with a good diet, parenthesis open, diet improving, and then your growth rate is increased, and it will go from you will have growth rate increased, and in this percentage that here is 25%, although I highly doubt it is 25%. It probably is 5 or even less than that. So there is a worse diet than just one nutrient, but 0 nutrients, as you can see. Anyway, growth rate increased from a certain percentage that improves up to 5%. This 5% is the cap. For example, with Dryosaurus, I decided to do this experiment with Dryosaurus because in half an hour, with one nutrient, the given nutrient when you spawn, it grows a lot more than Stegosaurus, so to say. I made a 50% growth stage in half an hour with Dryosaurus. The first 15 minutes, because it takes 15 minutes from this growth rate increased to go from 0.1% to 5%, it increases. As much as this growth rate increase here is decreasing, because I have no nutrients at all now, and probably it's bugged, the number, it goes to 23, now 22, etc. Well, when you start from 0.1, and then you reach plus 5%. But it takes 15 minutes. It takes 15 minutes, assuming it's a proportional growth, a directly proportional growth in time, units of growth in time. It cannot be growing at 25%. It means that what's written here is actually not reflecting what the actual growth of Dryosaurus is. Let's say it is always a 5%, if it is a 5%, but ground zero it is with one nutrient. So it reaches a cap in 15 minutes from a growth rate increase to plus 5%, and Dryosaurus grows a roughly 25% from 30% when I started, recently spawned if I mistake not. Now I'm going on memory here. I grew from 30 to 55% in 15 minutes. Now, I grew another 25% from 55 to 80% in another 15 minutes afterwards. So this 5% here, growth rate increased, +5, plus 0.1. It's actually just I don't know what for. It should start immediately at +5%. It means that once, I guess, I have to run more experiments on different diets, but if I have a growth rate increase from 5% to I don't know, 15%, because I have 2 different nutrients, so to say, it goes increasing from 5, now 6, now 7, now 8%, until it reaches a cap of 15%. Now, in truth, you already have that bonus from what I see. I mean, running this little experiment here in half an hour, the first 15 minutes, when my growth rate increased, was actually increasing the bonus from 0.1%, 0.3% to 5%. It had the same growth percentage in 15 minutes in between the 0. and the 5%, and when it already had 5% bonus in growth rate increased here in the status report. I don't know if that's a bug, it is something intended, or it's to give the player, I don't know, something to think about. I don't know, just, oh, I'm growing, but my stomach is not running yet at full good diet. But in truth, yes, you already have a good diet. You already have the maximum bonus, or the maximum non-existent bonus, because this number here is just what is written in there. From what I see, it's a number not relevant to what you already have, at least with a good diet when you recently spawn. I have to run more experiments. Now, this is the new diet, so it takes 1 hour with 1 nutrient. It takes 1 hour, everything said like this, it takes 1 exact hour from 0% to 100% to grow a Dryosaurus with 1 nutrient. I did this experiment. Oh, please don't kill me, don't kill me. Check the lighting, by the way, it's pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome, this light. Oh, Plate of Thanos. So, the new light is actually amazing. It's actually amazing. I like it a lot more. And plus, making any video wise is just great. Now, I don't care. I need to switch playable now. So sorry, I will bite you. Oh, that's dodge. That's dodge. All right, I haven't tested dodge actually. All right, dodge always push you forward actually. So what if no? It always pushes you the direction you are facing. So if you press the Alt button to have a free look mode, it actually will push me the direction I am watching. Even backwards, not backwards, only yeah. No, I don't have any more stamina, but not backwards, I guess, or even backwards, So anyway, it goes the direction of the camera. That's pretty amazing. It's a huge improvement on reactivity for Dryosaurus. So I'm not running, not wasting stamina. Alt, and it gives. Okay, you can go even backwards with dodge, and it gives a temporary boost in speed if you have none. You cannot go backwards, completely backwards, no, at a certain angle though you can. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the new build. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I wanted to show you some carcasses. Oh, we do have a bone over there. All of this has pretty some gore-ish content. It's pretty great, if you ask me. It does have a bone, but it's because it's already been... I mean, it's rotten, basically. It has degraded to something less, but it doesn't have any bone on it because it's artificial intelligence. AI still needs some work, probably, on the core system, so to say. Anyway, don't eat this if you're a carnivore and you do not like to eat rotten food. So Ceratosaurus, I guess, can, but Utahraptor, Omniraptor cannot. Actually, that's all for today. What temporary infertile, I'm gonna destroy this poor Dryo. 100%, by the way. It's been less than 1 hour. I've been playing then 40 minutes probably. 40 minutes. That's all for real. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye. Again, broadcasting.